It is time for Super Bowl 60. From Atlanta, Georgia, we have got the number 7 seed, yes, number 7 seed in the NFC, in the 9-8 Minnesota Vikings, taking on the number 3 seeded AFC representative in the Pittsburgh Steelers, who finished the regular season again at 12-5. This is a rematch of week number 18, the final regular season matchup where the Vikings and Steelers did go at it at US Bank Stadium in Minnesota. And at the time, I did not think we'd be seeing this game twice. That was a very weird game that the Steelers ended up winning. It was a bad all-around game. We pulled our starters really in the third quarter, and our backup quarterback and the former Tennessee Volunteer and Hendon Hooker went out there in the fourth quarter and led a game-winning drive. But everything's different now, of course. The Vikings have won 3 straight. The Steelers have won 3 straight, and maybe the greatest postseason run, just game quality-wise, of all time for the Steelers. And now you have it, Vikings and Steelers in the Super Bowl for the first time in 51 years. And folks, earlier today, we posted episode number 4 of the BYU College Football Revamp Dynasty, the Holy War between number 5 Utah, number 24 BYU. Go make sure to check out that video. Link is in the description down below. And folks, if you haven't yet, make sure that subscribe button down below for more Madden here on the channel as well. CJ Stroud making the start for Minnesota. Let's see what he does in his first ever Super Bowl. First play, oh my goodness. Miles Jack blows it up, and we already got an injury, but still lost it 2 for Dalvin Cook, and another one. Miles Jack blows it up on back-to-back plays. Minnesota's dropped for 4 right there in all, and a 3rd and 14 for Stroud, looking to throw. He's got all day in the pocket. CJ Stroud looking, now backing up, and he's gonna go down. Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt on the sack. And the Steelers will get it back after a 4th and 29 punt right here by the Vikings from their own end zone. Grubbs is back on the return. He's going to get it already into Vikings territory. Now to the outside. Look at Grubbs go. Really good return for the Steelers as they're going to be all the way down to the Vikings 23. And this is where we'll start tonight. Here comes Tua Tagovailoa from the 24-yard line. Tua on the quick slant to Jalen Waddle. Big play right there for the Steelers. It'll be a gain of 10 for a 3rd and 1. We're going to go play action fake here. Tua will find Waddle. Of course, the Steelers, by the way, looking not to drop their 3rd straight Super Bowl as we've lost the last 2. But a 3rd and goal from the 1. Tua out the gun. Najee Harris in the backfield. Harris will get in there. Najee gonna make it a 7-0 game, and a great start for the Pittsburgh Steelers. After they go out and get a stop of the Vikings early, we go in and score a touchdown, making it 7-0 early against Minnesota, and down goes Stroud again. Oh, ball comes out. Alex Highsmith on the sack. Devin Bush gonna pick it up, and he's in. Scoop and score a touchdown for the Steelers. It's 14-0, just like that. Minnesota gonna get it back, and there's a big gain right there for him. It'll take him down to the 45-yard line, and Stroud has started 3 for 3, but his team's down 14-0. They're going to hand it off to Dalvin Cook on a 1st and 10. Cook is going to get to the outside, and he'll pick up a big gain down into Steelers territory to the 35-yard line. It's now 1st and 10 again for Stroud. Handoff. Dalvin up the middle. 1st down and more. Look at Dalvin Cook. That was horrible, but still, 1st down for the Vikings down to the 21. They're going to give it back to Cook. I think Minnesota has found their formula so far. Cook for a gain of 11. He's got 5 carries for 41 tonight, and a 1st and 10 for Stroud. Multiple guys in the backfield for him, looking to throw out the gun over the middle. That ball is caught. Elijah Moore, touchdown Vikings. Just like that, Minnesota gets in the end zone. It shows you the capability of this offense. They've cut this Pittsburgh lead in half, 14-7. Tua back with the football from the 27-yard line, going for Jalen Waddle, but he overshoots him. Now, normally it's the other way around. Minnesota's going to get the football back after the punt. Stroud on a 3rd and 10 will just swing it to his tight end. Jamel Dean can't bring him down, but Devin Bush will. Huge tackle right there for Pittsburgh to get them the football back, and on a 1st and 10 last play of the first quarter, Najee Harris with a big run down to the 43. You're going to need a lot of that tonight from the Steelers and Najee as we go into the second quarter. Pittsburgh up by 7, 14-7 again for the Steelers. So far, so good in the Super Bowl 9 rematch. It's a 3rd and 5 for Tua, though. Play action fake. Looking. I mean, just absolutely clobbered from both sides. Pause. Tua's 2 for 5 to start this game. We're going to bring out Justin Tucker for a 55-yard field goal. There's a reason he's on this team. It's to make kicks like this. Okay. Well, Tucker with a rare miss gives Minnesota the football back from the 49-yard line. Oh, but Khalil Ringo's going to get it right back for us. The all-pro corner, Khalil Ringo with the interception. Stroud throws it up for grasps, and Khalil Ringo comes down with the football. Pittsburgh back with it, and here we go. Feed Nick Chubb. He breaks up a tackle. He had that huge run last week or 2 weeks ago in the AFC Championship game in Denver, and we're just going to keep going with them here. 2nd and 10 handoff. Blocking's great. Really good block by a receiver right there, and Chris Godwin. Najee going to pick up 8 down to the 37-yard line at 3rd and 2. Just give it right back to him. Following the lead block, look at Najee Harris. Off into open space. Harris down to the 13-yard line, 10 carries, 73 yards with the touchdown. But now a 2nd and 16, Tua now through the air will find our best receiver in Godwin. Over 1,400 receiving yards for him in the regular season. Now on a 3rd and 1, we go to the run, and Harris can't go anywhere. We're going to be forced to bring out the kick team. I don't think Justin Tucker is going to miss a 23-yarder. Of course, he won't. So 10-point lead now for Pittsburgh, 17-7, with Minnesota getting the ball back from their own 36. Stroud with a quick delivery, yeah. Right to Ahkello Witherspoon. Trying to force it into Jay Jettas. Witherspoon going to take one away, and it will be another turnover from CJ Stroud, just gift wrapping the Steelers the football and giving it back to him at the 35-yard line. So a 3rd and 6 for Tua, quick hitter. He finds the former Golden Gopher in Tyler Johnson. Johnson down to the 27-yard line will move the sticks for a 1st and 10. Tua with the handoff to Najee Harris. Big run, look at Harris, go! Oh, he's brought down at the 6. Gain of 21, he's only 4 yards shy of 100 already, and we're still in the 2nd quarter. Harris on a 2nd and goal, breaks a tackle. Oh, and he gets in. He is unstoppable right now. Minnesota has no answers to Najee Harris as the Steelers go up 24-7 with 2 minutes to go here in the half. The Vikings get it back on a 3rd and 2. CJ Stroud in the pocket really needs this one. Stroud to his left will find his receiver, Elijah Moore, for the 1st down, and he'll take Minnesota all the way down to the other 31-yard line. Big gain right there for Stroud in the offense. 1st and 10 from that 31. Stroud looking to throw, dropping back. Oh, that ball could have been picked, I believe, by Antoine Brooks. Instead, it's caught, and it's a gain of about 16 down to the 15, but 3rd and 7 from the 12. Here comes Stroud looking to throw. In the pocket to his right, he just has to throw it away, and Minnesota will bring out their kick team. It's a 29-yarder, which will hit, but still a 14-point game and a 2-score lead for the Steelers as we go into the 3rd quarter, 24-10 for Pittsburgh, and they will also receive that 2nd half kickoff. Looking good for the Steelers. So here they come, Pittsburgh, from a 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Interesting, we're throwing the football considering all the success we've had running, but hey, we'll take it. The Alabama duo, Tua to Waddle. It's only Tagovailoa's 6th completion of the day for 52 yards, but simply, we just haven't needed the pass game so far. And why are we going to it here? I don't know. I just want to lose. I mean, that's some Byron Leftwich play calling right there. Actually, no, Byron Leftwich. Let me just get my anger out real quick. He would just, run halfback dive a million times and not call timeout. When, you have like 18 seconds left in the game and you got all 3 timeouts, you just need a field goal to win the game. I mean, nothing like that, right? Anyways, Justin Jefferson with a huge gain right there of 17 for the Vikings. It seems like Jefferson's regressed into only a star player now, while Elijah Moore is at a superstar. And same with Dalvin Cook, but it doesn't matter. Cook gets in the end zone. 29-yard touchdown for the Vikings. They take complete advantage of that bad interception thrown earlier by Tagovailoa, and now we have a 7-point game here with 6:40 to go in this 3rd quarter, and we say, screw it, we're going to throw the ball more. Chris Godwin, big gain down to midfield, or over midfield now for the Steelers as they're down to the Vikings 49-yard line. It's a 2nd and 6 from the 45. Tua on a play-action fake, looking to throw. Tagovailoa gonna thread the needle. I mean, there's 4 purple helmets right there, and somehow Tua gets it to Jalen Waddle. The Steelers move the drive down to the 31-yard line. It's a 1st and 11 now after a holding call, and Tua's just gonna find Najee Harris on the Texas route. Harris down to the 14-yard line. Tua now over 100 passing yards on the night, but a 1st and 10 from the 14. We go back to the ground. Here comes Najee Harris in the inside zone. Harris has got the 1st down. He'll be to the 1. 149 rushing yards for Najee Harris. Can he punch it in on a 3rd and goal? Halfback counter. Najee's in there. Another touchdown for Najee Harris, his 3rd. An all-time performance here in the Super Bowl puts the Steelers up by 14. 31-17 with Minnesota getting it back from the 29. It's a 3rd and 7. Stroud over the middle will find Elijah Moore for the 1st down. Moore will get it back into Steelers territory down to the 47-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Now 30 seconds. 3rd and 7. Stroud, quick hitter to his left to his tight end, but he's wrapped up or brought down by Jamel Dean. And the Vikings on 4th and 4 will attempt a field goal. 58-yarder. I mean, I appreciate the effort. It had the distance just wide right. But now Pittsburgh with great field positioning up by 14 going into the fourth, it's looking pretty good. Huge 3rd and 2 to really, I mean, not put the nail in the coffin, but look really good here. And, okay, no, that's the nail in the coffin. We're throwing it to one of our backup linemen. First down to the 38-yard line. We run a 4 tight end set. We don't have 4 tight ends. Move the 6 for another 3rd and 2. Tagovailoa looking. Chris Godwin, risky pass. We're lucky that's not 6 the other way. Instead, I'm going to take my field goal with Justin Tucker. It's a 48-yarder. Boom. He splits the sticks. It's a 17-point game with 8 minutes to go. Minnesota's going to need 3 scores here in the span of 8 minutes. And they've, barely done that all game long. Oh, and that's going to do it. Stroud throws across his body, across the field, right to Jamel Dean. Do not test that man. Dean's gonna get us the football back from the 37-yard line, now to the 35, 3rd and 8 for Tagovailoa. Maybe the last time he'll throw the football tonight. And boom, NFL young boy is gonna get in there and get a catch as Pickens will pick up 25 down to the Vikings 10-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. We will send Godwin in motion, jet sweep, and Chris Godwin to the outside, and he's got a Super Bowl touchdown. Chris Godwin gets in with a rushing tutty. 41-17. This one's all but over. The fat lady's warming up her voice as on a 3rd and goal. Okay, CJ Stroud's going to get back in the end zone. Elijah Moore's got his 2nd of the night. This is for the game right here. It's an 18-point game, trying to make it a 16-point game. Stroud, he's brought down. TJ Watt with the sack, and that officially does it. Minnesota with no more possible ways of winning this game, and the Steelers are going to do it. They finally won the Super Bowl after losing it in back-to-back years. Tua Tagovailoa comes in, he joins the Steelers, he loses the Super Bowl in his first season, but in his second, he turns it around, and the Steelers go 12-5 in the regular season, win the AFC North. Have 2 incredible postseason games against the Jaguars and the Chiefs, go into Mile High and take down the number 1 seeded AFC leading Denver Broncos, and then to the Super Bowl. Given was it a little bit anticlimactic taking on this 9-8 Vikings team? Sure, just a little bit, but the Steelers, it still feels good for this squad. They go in there, they beat the brakes off the Vikings. Tua Tagovailoa is a Super Bowl champion. The Pittsburgh Steelers have a franchise record, an NFL record, 7th Super Bowl. And with that man at the helm, you got to give all the credit in the world as well to the Super Bowl MVP and Najee Harris. What a game he had, what a postseason he had, and same can be said really about this entire offense. The defense played lights out after that game against Mahomes and the Chiefs, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are your Super Bowl champions here in 2025. They have won Super Bowl 60 after back-to-back stunning defeats in the big game in the previous 2 years. And folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 84 of the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise mode here in Madden 23. Honest to God, I cannot tell you if this is the end of the series or not. I have not made up my mind, honestly, if it is. If it is the end, thank y'all for watching. The support in the series has been great. If it's not the end, well, I guess I'll see y'all in the off season. So folks, thank y'all for watching. Make sure that subscribe button down below for more. What a ride it has been. Folks, thank y'all for watching. And Mamba, forever.